Story 1. Hey there, scaredy cat fam. Get ready to be chilled to the bone with a spine-tingling tale of a Ouija board experience gone horribly wrong. So, here's what happened to me and my friends a few months ago. We gathered in my dimly lit living room, eager to communicate with the spirit world. The planchette moved smoothly across the board, spelling out coherent messages from seemingly benevolent entities. But as the night wore on, an unsettling energy filled the room. Suddenly, the planchette shot towards the word goodbye, and everything changed. The atmosphere turned icy cold, and a sinister presence descended upon us. Whispers filled the air, growing louder and more menacing by the second. We tried to end the session, but the planchette refused to budge. Panic set in as the room darkened, and objects began levitating. Terrifying images flashed before our eyes, revealing glimpses of a malevolent entity lurking just beyond our sight. In a last-ditch effort, we recited prayers and doused the room in holy water, but it was as if the spirits reveled in our desperation. The encounters grew increasingly violent, scratches appearing on our bodies, and blood-curdling screams reverberating through the house. Finally, with a surge of courage, we forcefully removed our fingers from the planchette, severing the connection. The room fell silent, and we were left shaken, scarred by the otherworldly terrors we had unleashed. Story 2. Hey scaredy cat, ready for another spine-chilling tale? Gather round as I recount the terrifying events that unfolded when my friends and I decided to experiment with a Ouija board in an old abandoned house. The planchette glided effortlessly across the board, as if guided by an unseen force. At first, we giggled nervously, thinking it was all a harmless game. But soon, the messages took a dark turn, revealing details about the house's tragic history and the restless spirits that dwelled within. As we delved deeper into the session, strange phenomena began to occur. Shadows danced along the walls, and cold gusts of wind brushed against our skin. Whispers echoed through the empty halls, growing louder and more sinister with each passing moment. Then, the spirits became aggressive. Doors slammed shut, objects flew across the room, and eerie laughter echoed in the darkness. Fear paralyzed us as we realized we had awakened vengeful entities trapped in the house's cursed past. One by one, we succumbed to inexplicable injuries, scratches appearing on our bodies as if inflicted by unseen claws. The air grew thick with an oppressive malevolence, and we could feel the spirit's presence closing in on us. With trembling hands, we closed the session and fled the haunted house, our hearts pounding in our chests. The experience left an indelible mark on us, a chilling reminder that some places should never be disturbed, for the spirits that reside there are far from friendly. Story 3. Welcome back, scaredy cat fam. Prepare yourselves for a hair-raising story of a Ouija board encounter that turned into a harrowing pact with darkness. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Late one night, my friends and I gathered in a candlelit room, determined to communicate with the spirit world. The planchette moved swiftly across the board, spelling out a name, Malik. Unbeknownst to us, we had made contact with a malevolent entity hungry for souls. The messages became increasingly sinister, promising knowledge and power in exchange for a sacrifice. Blinded by our curiosity, we agreed, thinking it was all just a game. But as soon as the pact was made, a malevolent force swept through the room, freezing us in terror. Dark figures materialized, their eyes glowing with an unholy light. They whispered temptations in our ears, urging us to fulfill our end of the bargain. We tried to break free, but the entity's grip on our souls grew stronger with each passing day. Nightmares plagued us, visions of our own demise haunting our every sleeping moment. Our lives crumbled as we became puppets, manipulated by the very darkness we had invited into our lives. We were trapped, caught in a web of our own making. Desperate to break free, we sought the help of a renowned exorcist. Through intense rituals and prayers, we fought to sever the pact and banish the malevolent entity. It was a battle of wills, a struggle against a darkness we never could have imagined. Be careful, scaredy cat fam, for the price of forbidden knowledge may be too high to bear. Story 4. Hey there, scaredy cat enthusiasts. Get ready for a bone-chilling story of Ouija board experimentation gone awry. Buckle up, because this one's going to send shivers down your spine. One gloomy evening, my friends and I gathered in a dimly lit room, Ouija board at the ready. As our fingers touched the planchette, a feeling of unease settled over us. The air grew heavy, and an eerie silence blanketed the room. The planchette began moving, spelling out messages from spirits supposedly eager to communicate. At first, it was innocent enough, answering simple questions about the afterlife. But soon, the messages took a sinister turn, revealing dark secrets from our pasts. Whispers filled the room, disembodied voices surrounding us, their words laced with malice. Shadows danced along the walls, taking on unsettling shapes that seemed to mock our fear. We were no longer in control of the session, something else had taken over. The spirit's messages grew more malevolent, taunting us with personal details and threatening our very lives. Cold gusts of wind brushed against our skin, and objects flew across the room with supernatural force. It was as if the veil between the living and the dead had been torn apart. In a state of panic, we tried to end the session, but the planchette seemed glued to the board. Fear consumed us as we realized we had unleashed a force far beyond our comprehension. The spirits had a grip on us, and escape seemed impossible. Finally, with a surge of bravery, we managed to break free, severing our connection to the other side. The room fell silent, and we were left shaken and scarred, forever haunted by the whispers from the beyond. Story 5. Greetings, Scaredy Cat. Prepare yourselves for a tale of a terrifying Ouija board encounter that left an indelible mark on my life. Are you ready for this dark journey? Let's dive in. One stormy night, curiosity led me and a group of friends to experiment with a Ouija board. Little did we know the horrors we were about to unleash. The planchette glided across the board, spelling out messages from an entity claiming to be a lost soul. As the session progressed, the messages grew more malevolent, dripping with hatred and a thirst for revenge. The room grew suffocatingly hot, and the air turned stagnant with the stench of sulfur. A sinister presence enveloped us. Suddenly, the planchette shot towards the word "Mark." Panic seized us as we realized we had become targets of a demonic entity. We tried to end the session, but the entity refused to let us go. Days turned into weeks, and we descended into a nightmare. We witnessed the manifestation of dark shadows lurking in every corner, their glowing eyes fixated on us. Strange symbols appeared on our bodies, seared into our flesh, an unholy mark branding us as the demon's chosen victims. Fear consumed us, our lives crumbling under the weight of supernatural torment. Doors slammed shut, objects levitated, and disembodied voices echoed through our homes. We were trapped in a never-ending horror show. Seeking salvation, we turned to a renowned demonologist. Through a series of intense rituals and prayers, we fought to rid ourselves of the demonic presence. It was a grueling battle, but in the end, we emerged victorious. Though the physical scars have faded, the mental wounds remain. The demon's mark serves as a chilling reminder of the malevolent forces that exist beyond our realm. Be warned, TikTok fam, for dabbling with the Ouija board can invite darkness into your life, a darkness that may never truly let go. Remember, these stories are not mere fabrications but chilling accounts of real encounters with the supernatural. Stay vigilant, my friends, and think twice before tampering with forces beyond your control.